Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Listen to This podcast. I am Choka, and I'm joined with my main man, Tyler. What are you doing?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What was going on? That was crazy.
What's up, y'all?
And after like 3 weeks, we're back, guys. We finally came back. We did it. It was a combination of end of school for T, a combination of moving for me. Yeah. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on. But I'm so glad that we are finally back into our groove. Guys, we have so much to talk about. I don't even think we can get through all of it today, but we're going to try our best to try and get through everything, talk about a lot of stuff. And if not, we save it for next episode. Where should we start? Like, what's the first thing that... Why are you doing that?
What are you...
It's
trying to riz you up, bro.
Anyway, guys, I think it's time to talk about something else. You just went and saw Logic.
I did.
Or the Logic tour. Tell us about that. I want to hear about that. I want the people to hear about that.
Yeah, you already heard about it.
Because I already heard a lot about it. But go ahead, tell the people.
I was talking about it. Like, it's definitely the best performance that I think Logic's ever given in a concert.
Awesome.
Because, I mean, he literally ran through everything in his discography other than really the mixtape stuff. But like, he did songs like I'm Gone, he did Metropolis, Under Pressure, he did Contact, and then changed into his jumpsuit for The Incredible True Story.
So cool.
And then he did City of Stars to end the concert, which is crazy.
Wow.
And then he did I Am the Greatest. He did obviously Fade Away, Upgrade, like a bunch of songs, Run It. It was really, really sick. And then he moved on to the Bobby Tarantino stuff. He did some supermarket stuff while he shot t-shirts out of a t-shirt cannon. It was really funny. What's it called? He did the confession stuff too, which was cool. It was Homicide, and I forget which other song now. But it was Keanu Reeves.
Gotcha.
Which is obviously a classic for us as well as Fade Away.
Of course.
Because we performed
it. Well, we performed Fade Away.
We performed Fade Away, yeah. But we did Keanu Reeves for the audition.
For the audition, that's true.
Yeah,
I saw that video the other day.
Oh, God.
Dude,
I hope that never surfaces when we
hopefully not.
It.
Hopefully no one hacks this.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And then after the confession stuff, he did No Pressure, which was amazing. He did GP4
nice.
And Perfect, which was really cool.
That's sick.
And then he did the main song from College Park, the Self-Medication. He did that, and then ended the verse or the concert with City of Stars.
That's so cool. So he only did one song off College Park?
No. He did a couple.
Okay, gotcha.
He started with College Park. He did.
Gotcha.
He opened with Wake Up, and then he went to Lightsabers and brought Castro out. And it was really cool because, like, everybody that was part of the concert just, like, came on stage because the way he set up the concert was he was rapping from his basement that he, like, grew up in.
Right.
And like, there were posters of Akira and Kill Bill on the wall, like, all these, like, records and things like that, like, really cool mixing stuff in the back with his laptop. And then he had, like, this couch section. So after rapping Castro's verse, Castro just sat down on the couch on the stage. He had the openers come out and sit down on the couch. I think Juicy J popped out for a second and then went back. Juicy J was also sick. Like, it was really, really cool. Oh, yeah, and he brought a fan up for Gang Related. That was really cool.
Awesome. Sick.
This guy traveled all the way from New Zealand.
Wow.
So sick. Yeah. Just for that concert.
That's amazing. Good for him coming all the way from New Zealand, getting to do that and have that experience. That's sick.
It was really funny, like, leading up to that, because, like, Logic didn't believe him, so he was like, "You did not come from New Zealand. Do you have a New Zealand driver's license, and shit?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he, like, walked all the way up, gave him the driver's license, and Logic's like, "That's a New Zealand driver's license." It was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a really, really great concert. His performance was awesome. Like, he, like, fumbled on one or two lyrics on, like, Upgrade or something, because, like, he hasn't done that shit in a while, bro.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So yeah, it was really, really good though. Like, really, really, like, such a good time.
You know, I think that was such a brilliant idea for him to go through all his eras. It just makes so much sense.
So many, yeah.
Yeah, like that was a perfect idea. That kind of reminded me of I don't know if you remember when like Kendrick came back, like when the first time we've had heard from Kendrick in like years, but like right before Mr. Morale was when he did that LA festival thing, and he did everything from Section 80 through Damn. And but what's cool about Logic is that when he starts with College Park, it makes it feel like a progression of like his actual life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like from him and literally telling that story.
Too.
Exactly.
And like so cool.
Evolving. And that's so cool.
You know the person that took him in, like I think it was a neighbor or something, took him in.
Lembo?
No, not Lembo. The lady.
Oh, the woman. I remember. Yeah, from the videos. She was there
at the concert.
Oh my god, like, that's so cool. Yeah.
It was
oh
so
my god,
awesome.
That is so awesome. Sick. Good for them. That is amazing. I had to think about that like after you said.
Yeah. We had a couple of releases though.
Bro.
A couple.
I think a little bit more than a couple.
A couple.
Was it only a couple?
It was a couple. I mean, I can't really remember too many of the big ones.
Well, I know we have one that we need to talk about like right now, I think.
Well, did we talk about the K-Tramine stuff? We did.
We
right?
did it. We didn't. We didn't talk about the album. We never got a chance to talk about the album.
We'll talk about that too.
Okay. So real quick,
I'm
quick single.
To it right now, by the way.
Oh, are you? Cool.
Oh no, not that one. Okay, I didn't know you were gonna go to the single. Okay.
I think we should do singles first.
Let's
and then
start
albums.
there. Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. We're figuring it out as we go, guys. Hillbillies by Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar came out out of nowhere. It was just a music video on YouTube for a while. Featured Tyler, the Creator, who through that video announced that Camp Flogna's going to be at the Dodger Stadium. Which, by the way, is like such a cool way to announce that and make that public.
Sick. Imagine having Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem like just right there, and you're like, yeah, Camp Flogna's coming back, y'all, and then have it sell out in like 10 seconds.
And literally immediately, dude. Like I saw so many people upset on Twitter.
Yeah.
But which, by the way, before we talk about the music, I need a Tyler, the Creator, and Kendrick Lamar collab right now, this very second. Bro, like...
It's not happening.
But yeah, man. I want to know what you think about the song, because I don't think you and I had too much of a conversation about it.
We didn't talk about it at all.
Right? So I want to hear your thoughts.
To be honest, I didn't really talk... I didn't listen to it too much, honestly. Like, or talk about it with anyone.
Gotcha.
Sorry, just had to murder a fly. I hate it here. Anyways, I didn't talk about it too much with anybody, really. But I listened to it a couple times. The first time I was like, okay, they really just fucking around. Like, they just doing their own shit. I was like over a drill beat. I was like so confused. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck, bro? Like so weird, man. Honestly, Kendrick flowed perfectly.
He did it. He did his thing.
Kendrick did his fucking thing. So did Baby Keem. I watched this TikTok that explained a lot of the flows and reasons why they were doing that flow, and I was like, that makes more sense. It was to mock like Drake and Smiley and everything like that. So I like it. It's not entirely my song. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's so funny.
I really like it. I love the. I think it was like 5'9" I'm messy line.
Oh yeah, 5'7" I'm messy.
Yeah, 5'7" I'm messy, girl. I love that shit because then it made me Google like what's his height. It was 5'7".
5'7".
So funny. Yeah, I thought it was a really really interesting track and really cool. Like just have it.
Have it.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the video. Obviously, the video is amazing.
Oh yeah, video was great. I think I hold a similar opinion. I think this song is absolutely hilarious. Like I think it's like the funniest song they've put out. Like because some of the Range Brothers humor, I don't know.
Range Brothers is still the funniest one.
It was really funny, but the Hillbillies humor to me, like there's this line, I love it. Baby Keem goes, "Shorty say she's celibate. I'ma keep hoping," and the Kendrick ad-lib is, "She's not." Bro, I swear to God, is like my favorite Kendrick ad-lib of all time.
God.
Now, dude. Like,
What was
so
the homies
funny.
line? It was like, "Don't let the homies touch you" or something like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot what he says.
Don't let the homies touch you. Move.
Yeah, don't let the homies touch you. Move. He's like, here's 10K. I'm in a sexy mood. Like, so stupid, dude. But honestly, like, I don't know. It's so like infectious to see them have that much fun. You know what I mean? Like to literally just mess around. And the beat's so weird. Apparently, it's like a Bon Iver sample and Bon Iver sample.
I saw that. Yeah.
And it's like so like haunting and creepy, and then it's just like this kid that.
And then you hear the drill.
Yeah,
you hear the hi-hats, and you're like,
so
oh
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, and it was interesting that they used and Baby Keem tweeted literally saying "Sticky Duh," like showing that it was the flow from "Sticky" from Drake.
Yeah.
Them doing it. I don't know if that's a diss. I don't know if it's just them having fun.
I don't think it's a diss.
I don't really know what it is. But yeah,
definitely not dissing Drake. I feel like the Smiley one might be, but like
right.
nah.
But I don't think so. I don't think so with them. And honestly, it's just so much fun. Like when I go back to listen to it, I just have a great time, and it's so catchy for me. Like we gon' fuck up the world. Excuse me, but is that your girl? I ain't mean to possess your girl. Like that. Those lines, literally, I just start saying them sometimes, like randomly walking around. Like so, for me, the song is just infectiously fun. Is it like the greatest Kendrick Lamar or Baby Keem rapping ever? The greatest writing from them ever? No, obviously not. But is it just a fun trying them having a good time and not like taking things too seriously? Yes, and
which
I
is
can
what
listen to that.
music's all about. Like making what you want to make and just doing it. Like
and it's great. It's great, and I love it. You know what I mean? I'm glad that they're having fun and they're just messing around. They're giving us cool videos, and we're getting something. We're getting some sort of content. I mean, I hope this is like a sign for the future of a eventual collaboration project from them, and also maybe just a sign that we won't have to wait too long to hear more things from them. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I stand with it.
Here's 10K. I'm in a sexy mood.
Compton Cowboy. Also, another single I wanted to talk about real quick was we didn't talk about the No Worries single, Daydreaming.
Oh yeah,
because that came out as well. No Worries being Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, who are both insanely talented and amazing.
So good, man. That song is like such a fucking vibe. It's like I could just lay in my bed and fall asleep to that shit.
Listen to it, yeah.
It's so like it's just so smooth. There's no like
it is smooth, yeah.
There's like no bumps or delay in it. Like you just ride to it. It's perfect.
I think for me, I would have liked some bumps and delays. I think like for me, like sometimes it just like
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I know what you want.
You know what I want.
I know you want like Suede and fucking like Jody type shit.
Yeah, like that's what I want. Like, I want like the variation or when I think about Knowledge beat, I think about like these super insane beats with a lot of variation a lot of the time, or just like beats are just so good it doesn't even matter if they have variation. I didn't get that feeling from this. You know what I mean? And I feel like Anderson .Paak did his thing. But it's not like it was also the best like vocal performance from him or something like that.
It's not the craziest.
Like for me it was nothing crazy. It's not a bad song, but I'm hoping for more. I mean, literally like from their last project, like and how much I love that project and some songs off that that project. I'm really hoping that with this album we get something that's just as amazing. And for right now, that single doesn't really hit for me in the same way those do. But I have a lot of hope for the project itself coming up.
I do too. I think it's gonna be really good. I did really like the first single that they dropped with her. I thought that was really nice and like just smooth again. I agree. I mean, look, like Suede is ridiculous. That is easily one of the like bumpiest tracks that they've made together.
Absolutely.
Just with like it entering with that vocal, like so fucking crazy.
So amazing, man.
But yeah. I see what you mean. I kind of agree.
What more can I say? What more can I say is my favorite song from them as a collaboration. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on that. So I guess next up we have the Ketromine album. I really want your thoughts on this. This is another one that you and I have not really talked about at all.
I thought it was very good. I don't think it's exactly everything I expected, but I'm still very happy with what they delivered. Like I love the Freddie Gibbs track so much. I love Big Sean on that track.
Oh yeah, he was great.
Dude, Oh my god, he's been popping off with the features too.
For real, man. He's
Fucking
doing
crazy.
great.
I don't love the beat that they put Snoop Dogg on.
I wasn't
think
expecting him to be over a beat like that. Like, I almost forgot until Snoop came on. Like, oh,
I
this is the
wanted
song
him
Snoop.
to be on. Think it was "Shut the Fuck Up" or
He would have killed.
I think I wanted him on If they just like, damn it, yeah, they kind of missed that for me. Sauce Up is fucking awesome.
It's one of the best songs on there.
I love that song so much.
Yeah.
Amare, I think it is. So sick.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I think it's really cool. Amine is definitely talking his shit on the album.
Yeah,
like he's really
man.
leaning into the fucking cockiness of rap. Like he's braggadocious everywhere. Like it's crazy,
Yeah.
especially the last track. The last track's sick. It's like such a hip hop record too,
For sure.
which surprised me out of Kaytranada. Like he really leaned into that.
Yeah, Kitchen is great, man. His production is really, really great.
Oh, the production on the entire album is perfect. Really liked it though. I needed that Anderson .Paak feature. I needed it.
For real. At least on one song, man.
Yeah.
You probably could have gone on any song and like just made it.
And literally any song.
I think
But
for me, I kind of have a similar opinion. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I think I really wanted to love it. I went into it like thinking
like,
I was going
this
to
is the
love
album
it.
of the summer.
Right, like, I was ready for it. I don't know exactly what I was expecting. I think I was just expecting to be like super amazed by everything I heard, and I just kind of
expecting
wasn't.
hits.
Like
across the
constantly,
entire thing.
I was thinking like every song was gonna be bang, 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 bang. And I was like, this one's gonna make me want to dance like crazy, or this one he's gonna switch it up to like maybe like a more hip hop centric, like really like lyrical thing. But
Right.
overall, I felt like the content and some of the sonic landscapes that we were getting was just kind of like the same thing over and over, and just wasn't as entertaining overall as I would have liked it to be. But it wasn't bad or something, you know what I mean? I mean, this is Kaytranada and Amine. Like, this is gonna be good, and it was good. It just wasn't amazing, and I kind of wish it was. Obviously, I would have liked for it to be amazing because they're two amazing artists. And, this is something that has kind of been the conversations for, like, hip-hop fans for a little while now. But overall, like I said, not bad at all. It's a good record. I would recommend everyone listening to this to listen to the record.
You got it.
It might just be your thing. For a lot of people, it's their thing. It hit perfectly. For me, it's just, I don't know, I was a little underwhelmed. But it was good. And there's songs I could go back on here and listen to and enjoy, especially the Freddie Gibbs track. I really like that track. And yeah, but that's pretty much where my opinion is. I wasn't like super like blown away like I wanted to be, but they did their thing, and it wasn't bad at all. It was pretty good.
No, it all was really nice. Like everything really worked. I definitely just wished like just for even more features, not just Anderson .Paak, but like just expand a little bit more. It is their first like duo project, but like I don't know. Like I feel like they could have used more things at their disposal. I guess.
I kind of feel that way too. I would have liked more features. I feel like they could have like done
like
more.
that could have really helped with the flow of it.
For sure. And just to give it more variation, because I mean, I don't know. You have.
I mean,
when
you can only do so much on a house beat,
right?
As a rapper.
Like when these beats are kind of like all functioning very similarly to one another, and then it's all the same voice. You know. What I mean?
And Amine already has his like signature flow. And he doesn't necessarily stray off of that too much.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. I don't feel like his flows were super crazy. I don't feel like his lyrics were super crazy. And he is an artist who can do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, there's like songs and projects that from him
he should have done more singing
hit for me
on this.
Yeah, and I would like for him to sing more too. I feel like a lot of the hooks weren't really like sung hooks. You know what I mean? When he totally could have done that.
But it's still a good album.
But it's still a good album. It's really enjoyable. It's it's something that you can listen to. I think for some people it's gonna hit like crazy. I think for me and Tyler, it just didn't hit like crazy, but it hit. So go check it out. See what you think. Yeah. What can you do, man? Kaytranada, man. Oh, the Summer Walker EP came out.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to listen to that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. I got a chance to listen to it too. What were your thoughts? I guess we can start with the intro of Cole.
I mean, Cole is just a fucking beast.
He's that guy.
Like he can go on any track, any fucking track. Bro. He's so good. I really liked it. I didn't think it was gonna go the direction like that it went. It was a lot more of like a true R&B rather than like what we see nowadays. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I really liked it. I thought the Childish Gambino feature was pretty cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that was
very
really
unexpected,
cool.
but pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I don't have too much to say about it. There's not too many songs other than like I liked How Does It Feel, and I liked the Cole one obviously, and the Childish Gambino one. I like Finding Peace too. Other than that, there's not much to say. I think she did her thing, and she killed it. Like, she did really well.
I think starting off with a song that's pretty much entirely it's just Cole, like it's just a Cole verse, is like such a crazy cool way to start a project. Just
it's
like
always so cool. Always
awesome.
So cool when people do that.
When I was listening to it, part of me was just like, damn, like men really suck. You know what I mean? Like, when I listened to it, I was like, damn, these men are messing her up, bro. Like, there was like one or two songs where she was like talking like super positively, I felt like.
Yeah.
But bro, every song, like she was saying,
Hard
like
Life being the second track.
She was saying in detail, bro, what these guys were doing, that they're all cheating, that they all do this, and they all judge her and all these things. Bro, like, I felt bad,
but
bro.
It was really nice then getting to the end of it, though, and like having that, like, that's like the realization track of like learning and everything like that, and it was really, really cool.
I don't know if it was on that track or if it was on a track before. She has that like spoken word section where she's just kind of like
I think
talking.
it's the last track, I think.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Obviously, I agree with her with pretty much everything that she was saying, and it's cool to see like her be in a place emotionally where like she's prioritizing her self-love and also recognizing that like part of the problems that she had in the past is that she was doing too much, that she was giving too much of herself to people who didn't deserve, you know what I mean? And like that's cool for her to like come to that realization after having like talked about all these awful experiences with these guys.
And I liked how, like, though graphic, relatable she made the album. Like, she really made it. It seemed personal, but not too personalized that like nobody could also like
understand
grasp it. Yeah,
it wasn't like too nuanced, even though she was being vulnerable. Yeah,
exactly.
I agree with that completely. I mean, she's a super talented singer. I thought some of the instrumentals on here were really cool.
Really cool.
Honestly, like, Summer Walker is someone that I have to get more into because I don't think I listened to her last two albums, like, full. There's songs off there that I love, like No Love with SZA, that is just, like, amazing. But I have to, like, take the time to really listen to everything because she's really cool. And I see why people are such big fans of her. I think she has... You know, obviously she makes amazing music and everything melodically and instrumentally is really cool, but I think she also lyrically has a really cool pen, and she's, you know, just being vulnerable and honest and talking about her experiences and emotions, and her willingness to be vulnerable, I think, is why she's able to connect with so many people. So
for sure. Dude,
definitely,
she's just got so much talent. Like, just really, really so much talent. She's really great vocally, like we've been saying, but she has an ability to also like work with artists that match her energy perfect. I was really surprised hearing her on the Kendrick album, but I was like, oh my god, it makes so much sense. Like, if this feels so right. Like,
I was expecting her to be there when I saw it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then hearing it, I thought she did a great job. I thought she was really cool on there.
Really, really great. And she always stays on topic. Always.
Oh yeah,
really, and great.
That's another thing. She's a really focused writer. Like, if this song is about this, is that, and I know that sounds like a weird thing to like compliment, maybe like for people who aren't like artists themselves and just like music and things like that. But if you listen to like you'll notice like in a lot of songs, it's hard for some people to just stay on to like one thing, like to dedicate a song or a verse to just one topic or something like that. Like you'd be surprised a lot of people don't do that. So it's refreshing, just like, you know, when people do that. Another thing we didn't talk about was America Has a Problem.
Oh yeah,
Kendrick
that was
Lamar
the single.
Beyonce. Yeah,
that was the single.
America Has a Problem.
What's there to talk about? It's Kendrick.
Hey, it's Kendrick, guys. What can you say? It's Kendrick.
He literally took a song that was like a hit already and just blew it out of the water and made nobody want to hear Beyonce after that.
I don't know about nobody want to hear Beyonce.
Dog,
bro.
I'm telling you, right after the Kendrick verse, I go back to listen to the Kendrick verse again, and then I skip the song.
Damn.
I'm sorry. It's not Beyonce's fault. It's her fault for letting him on the track. But like, holy fuck, it's so good, bro.
Yeah, for me, that original song wasn't one of my favorites on Renaissance.
But it was the hit for
was
a
it
lot of
really?
people.
Was that
I think
the
so.
hit? Because I think I know Cuff It was one of the hits.
Cuff It
sure.
was, but I think that
Yeah.
was also one of the hits.
So for me, when I saw that, I was like, "What song is that again?" And I re-listened to the original one.
Yeah, bro. The original one has 86 million. The new one only has 28.
God damn.
And then Break My Soul, obviously.
Break My Soul. So for me, I don't know. That original song is not something I'm a big fan of. And even going into this new one, I'm still not crazy about the beat. I'm still not crazy about certain dynamics of the song. Personally, just in my personal taste, like, it's not a bad song.
Right.
It's a very well produced song. It's just not aesthetically for me.
However,
Kendrick Lamar is still Kendrick Lamar. Is
that
that like my favorite Kendrick Lamar verse ever or something?
No, but like, holy shit.
He really, did his thing on there. I thought it was so interesting to hear him rapping over that beat and to do it how he did. He has like one of my favorite lines on there is when he switches vocal inflections to deep one. I was telling you about that.
You said it, right? Truthfully, I be lying in my rap song. So cool.
Because
I love how he enters I love how he enters the verse.
Yeah.
Not even just the but like after the ghost stank fucking up the hey boo boo. I love that.
Yeah, he was doing his thing, bro. I love that.
Love that.
Dude, I love the ghost thing stuff. Like, it's just so silly. Like, little things like that. Like, I mean, a lot of times I would say they're hit or miss. I could understand why someone maybe wasn't, about that when he did it. But I think it's cool when artists, like, do something that's actually, like, I don't know, different. You know what I mean? Like, when artists
but still tasteful. Like, it's good.
Like, who says ghost stank? Like, who says that?
Ghost stank. Fuck it up. Ghost stank. And he's like, I'm an honorary behind. Let's see why the numbers don't be flying. Oh, my God, bro.
That's awesome, bro. That's so cool. Again, another single that just came out of nowhere. Like, I just literally dropped and
Zero
like, by the way, Beyonce and Kendrick have a song together. It's not my favorite collaboration from them. Freedom is still my favorite collaboration from them because I think the song is really, really great. But overall, this was a really cool feature to get from Kendrick, and it's nice to just hear his thoughts. I mean, even something as like lines as simple as like saying like even AI has to practice cloning Kendrick, like things like that, like just those cool lines to get a piece of his mind and commentary on certain things. I mean, it's always cool, and we're talking about a generational rapper, so I love things like that, you know what I mean? It was really cool. I did get a chance to listen to our homie, The Oracle, his latest project. I mean, now it's not as new because we're recording this later. We haven't recorded in weeks. But The Oracle has a collab album with Young Shushu. He's really sick. It's super short. It's like 4 tracks and then the instrumentals, I think, right? I'll pull up the thing just to have it. Yeah, it's 5 tracks, and then they actually put the instrumental versions, which the last time I remember like an artist like actually putting out like the instrumental version to their thing is like when Freddie Gibbs did it for
Freddie Gibbs does it every time though.
Yeah, with the Madlib project. I can't believe
Madlib,
Bandana.
Bandana. Oh my God,
which is a great record, by the way.
Such a good album.
Yeah, so when I noticed that, I was like, I appreciate that. Like, I think that's cool, like that they put the instrumentals and that they have that much love and confidence for their beats that they went ahead and did that. Some of the Oracle's like best stuff. I mean, it's super short. It kind of leaves you wanting more, but I like that. Like, I also like that it doesn't like overstay a welcome or something like that. GMS, the intro was just like a super hype thing. It was super catchy and a great way to start off the record. Honestly, yeah, everything here was just great. I would recommend going to listen to it if you guys are trying to support a really dope underground rapper. Oracle is someone that I've worked with on his last full-length album, solo album, Don't Look For Me.
Yeah.
He's really, really, really cool. He's a really sick guy, and he did a great job with this project with Young Shushu. And I hope that he does more of these like collaboration projects with producers. I think more rappers and producers should do that in general.
100%.
So yeah, definitely always rooting for him. He did a really great job, and make sure you guys check it out. It's called Shushu's Mansion by Oracle and Young Shushu. So great project, yo. Really
I gotta
sick
check it out.
stuff. Yes,
I probably will after this, honestly.
Definitely go for it. It's such an easy listen. Like it's super short, and then you end up just like walking away with 4 or 5 tracks that you really like. So Saba tracks.
Yes.
I don't think we talked about either of them. There was
not really. I think we talked about the first one a little, just ourselves.
Okay. Gotcha. You and I gotcha.
Yeah. I want your thoughts.
Yeah. So he had Human Nature.
Yeah, and the Back in Office one.
And Back in Office. Back in Office came out first.
Yes.
Love the cover arts, by the way.
The covers are so cool. And the music video for Human Nature is so cool.
Really love like whatever I guess what you would call like aesthetic and physical design that he's going for with these collaborations with No ID. Overall, pretty cool stuff. I think I like Human Nature more than Back in the Office.
I agree.
I appreciate all the writing that's in this, like all the actual rapping itself and the bars, and I feel like just there's so much packed into it.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely the point of this like collab album. Like it's No ID, so you're gonna get these really like soulful hip hop beats, actual hip hop beats.
Yeah.
And he wants to rap, and you can tell he just wants to fucking rap.
I was just gonna say for the audience members, by the way, for those who don't know, Saba is one of Tyler and I's favorite rappers, just like
so good, man,
ever. For people who don't know, Care For Me is like a top 5 album for me ever. Like, at this point in my life, it's just so freaking good. And No ID is actually one of our favorite producers. I would probably put No ID in like my top 10 like personal producer and stuff. Like that's how much we really rock with it. So yeah, I love No ID ever since because
we got to talk about that one time. We
do. We should talk about our top 10 producers or something. When Under Pressure, when I found out that like that was like pretty much like entirely produced by him, like I was like, what, bro? Like as a kid, I was like,
not entirely, but yes,
a large amount. It was
the executive production. Yeah,
exactly. So when I found that out, I don't know, I became a fanatic. And then he also did 444, which is what I think is one of the best beats ever, and he had production across the entire album, I think. So No ID is one of those.
I mean, he's worked with fucking legends all across the board.
Like, and I don't feel like he gets talked about enough in producer conversations. No ID is amazing. He is legendary. Like, overall, I think I want a full project. Like, I feel like that's really what I'm waiting for at this point. Like, I can't wait for like the full album.
Yeah.
Obviously, these singles have been great. I think Human Nature I like even more. I think it just flowed a little smoother for me.
Yeah.
So I want your thoughts on it. I mean, did it hit for you? Did it not really hit for you? What's been your thing?
Okay, so I really didn't love Back in Office. Okay. I thought it was good. It's just not what I expected when he said he was doing a No ID collab, like stuff like that. Beat is awesome. Beat is awesome. Absolutely. I thought it was really, really cool. I don't know. I think I'm just so used to the Saba we've heard that hearing him over these types of beats is throwing me off a little bit. But I think Human Nature did bring that back a little bit. Like I really did like Human Nature. I thought it was really cool. I like that little damn flow. Like
the damn thing was really cool.
That felt Saba to me. I was like,
damn,
I love that.
Really cool.
Yeah, I really do like how he's just rapping though. Like there's like no hooks really. It's just like I'm gonna just go in. Like it's showing his true talent of like being a hip hop artist and like really showing like, hey, like I can make these concept albums, I could do all of that, but I can also just rap on a random beat and like write really, really well. He's got a lot of cool punchlines, especially on like Back in Office. I like the Christella line that he had. Christella is his manager, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, I just feel like there were so many lines just jam-packed. It felt like every single line was some sort of bar, some sort of wordplay for both songs, and it's really cool to see. And honestly, if this is what the entire album's gonna sound like, just different, really amazing beats and awesome rapping, hey, I'm here for it.
I want to hear like a shit ton of different beats. Like I need some 444 shit. I really need that shit, bro.
I also need some like, I need some sad shit. Like I need like a song where he getting that little artsy bag that he
a little smoother, maybe just like piano and drums.
Something like that. Like something that's not too subtle, too heavy or too something. Because I love that stuff from Saba. I feel like he does that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Calligraphy is like such a perfect show of that.
Calligraphy, even something like "Come My Way."
Off "Come My Way" was cool.
You know what I mean? Like, just things like that. I feel like is where he tends to shine like the best.
Oh yeah, dude,
you know
2012. I mean? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, 2012.
Oh my god. It's literally just like a guitar and a bass and drums. Like,
that's his bag, bro.
So good.
He's so incredible, man. Really, shout out Saba, shout out No ID. That was awesome.
Oh, and Saba's performing tomorrow.
No, right? I think today. He's performing
tonight.
Right now.
He might be performing right now. Shout out Saba. He's doing, dude. Did you see the set list?
I did. I saw you posted
Oh my god, he's doing mixtape shit.
Yeah, so cool, dude. Like he has some on Bucket List. He has
Comfort
like 3
Zone.
or 4 songs. Comfort Zone.
That's the project, and then he's doing Time Zone, Whip, Burnout, Butter. He's doing Stony, Photosynthesis, of course. WSB 3, and Most. He's doing Heaven. Oh my god,
yeah,
he's doing
Heaven. Around me, dude. Heaven all around me. I couldn't believe when I saw that. I was like, I should have gone.
Calligraphy, Busy Sirens, and Smile.
Oh my god. Great choices.
Come My Way, One Way. He's doing the interlude.
Yeah, dude.
He didn't even do the interlude for me.
That's like top 3 song of that project.
Holy shit. And he's doing Ziploc too, of course. Classic.
And he had a couple like question marks too, I think. Like just
well, yeah, because I'm sure like he's still deciding. I'm sure a bunch of fans don't really listen to the fucking loose tracks because he's a dick. Dude, he has so many good tracks like that though, like Mrs. Whoever and shit like that.
Oh yeah, like, for sure. He has a lot of just cool singles, man. I really was thinking about going because it's at SOBs in New York.
You should have went.
Maybe I should have.
It was like $30 too.
It was $35. I was like on the website like contemplating. I was like, do I do it? But
you should have done it. Man.
But it's a Thursday night. I would have gone if you went with me. Like
it's a Thursday night.
I know, that's why I didn't go. It's a Thursday.
But like
night.
You're right there. I was in the city. 100%. I'm going. No doubt in my mind.
I probably should have gone. And it's SOBs, which is legendary.
Yeah, so and cool he's probably gonna have like a bunch of merch there too.
Yeah, definitely a missed opportunity.
It's okay.
Well, I was contemplating it. I had it on my tab, and then I don't know. A couple hours later, I see we sold out at SOBs, guys. Here's our track. Yeah. Well, too late.
That's like the first sign of like, oh, I should have bought them.
Yeah, actually, I was like, oh, that's disappointment.
Yeah,
that's bad.
Oh man, but you can go right now, sneak in.
I could try, but I'm a little too tired for that. I'm recording a podcast. You know.
Oh, true.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
I don't know how it.
You're recording with me.
No, I've never recorded anything.
All right, guys. Anyway, is there any more music we want to talk about?
I don't think so. Oh. Spider-Verse, bruh.
Spider-Verse soundtrack. Yeah. Bruh, of course we have to talk about the Spider-Verse soundtrack. Let me put that up.
That's definitely going to be it.
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
I think that's it. And then we could talk about the Heat when they win the finals. So. Why are you laughing?
No, I didn't laugh.
That's what I thought. Heat in 7, maybe.
Let's talk about Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack by Metro Boomin. First off, real quick, Rollout was awesome.
Dude, the posters are so cool, man.
Posters are sick, showing the different featured artists, announcing them in like drawn as like a version of them as Spider-Man. Oh my god, so cool.
Perfect.
Tell me about what you thought about this, especially as compared to the first soundtrack. That I think we all agree it was like really solid soundtrack.
Amazing. It was an amazing soundtrack.
What do you think?
So originally, I listened straight through. I loved like everything. I was like, oh my god, this is like just what I needed. This is like such a summer album. Like I fucking love this. Like I'm sure it represents the movie perfectly too. And I told you I didn't like the samples. I love the samples now.
I told you, dude.
I love the sample, especially the one on Home. I love that shit.
I told you it was sick.
I'm going home, man. Yeah, really, really cool. First, I was like, oh my god, this is like better than the first one. And then I listened like 4 more times. Mm-hmm. My opinions on the structure and the songs on the albums haven't changed. I still like really, really do love them. I just think the first one had way more hits than this one did. like all across the board. There wasn't a single song that I was like not amazed by, really. And I mean, like, when the first one has a song, I mean, it's like kind of overrated now, I guess, but Sunflower, when it has a song that just hit 2 billion streams, like, I think you have to be like, okay, maybe that was the best one. When it has Scared of the Dark with X and Lil Wayne and Ty Dolla $ign, right? And it has The Better Home with Vince Staples. Like,
it had Elevate, it had What's Up Danger,
Start a Riot, it had fucking Way Up, Invincible with Amine, Familia with Nicki Minaj too. Like, it has just bangers all across the board. And it's like, I think there was a better balance on the first one between unknown artists and situated artists. I think that balance was perfect on that project, especially with songs that literally featured like those artists specifically, like Thutmose and Bo Young Prince, and I think Start a Riot with Duckworth and shit like that, and Jaden too.
Yeah,
he was kind of situated, but like, come on.
I know what you mean.
This one, like, you have Offset on like 4 tracks. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's kind of crazy. Lil Uzi's on 2 tracks, like, and they really do just rule the tracks, and that's not a problem. I'm saying it like to justify why the first one was better, and it's just quality too. Like, there's so many more. I think maybe I'm biased, bro, because I have so many memories with these songs too.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Too. Like, there's so many times, like, you, me, Nick, Andrew, like, blast Start a Riot in our room.
Yeah.
And we're just like, Start a Riot, like, fucking so good, bro.
And I feel like there's a lot of times too, like, I think we just got to live with a lot of the songs, right?
We
like
did.
Sunflower.
I mean, there was like a 4-5 year difference in the albums.
So,
you know
what I mean, yeah. So you're right. It's probably not even fair, to be honest. Like, it's
really not. Yeah. But I mean, if we're being honest, it's hard to top that first one. Even when you do have a JID track on here, even when Hummingbird is one of the most beautiful songs that came out.
With James Blake, dude, what a interesting sample usage. What a interesting
choice of artist on said sample usage.
I mean, what a cool track.
But really perfectly
super
done.
Different. Yeah.
Really perfect.
I'm really excited to hear. 1 second. Let me plug in this charger real quick.
It's something so immaculate. Instead of asking what's happening, rather blasting Jackson 5 in the back of an Acura, acting blacker than a Bernie Mac, 2 Charlie Murphys and Akon. The girl that you brought, man, where are they from? Where are they from? You was playing PlayStation. Well, you said say something. Girl, say something. No, this ain't a vacation. This is my house. My house.
All she needed was some.
All she needed was some.
All she needed was some. Dude, a classic Childish Gambino song.
Dude, do you know what I heard the other day?
What?
I heard the sample to one of the Chance song, bro. Oh my god, it's off fucking. I'm gonna find it.
On Acid Rap?
It's on Acid Rap.
Is that like your favorite song?
No, I think it was it might have been favorite song. Yes. Nice. Yeah. I heard the sample of that in a Starbucks the other day. I was like, oh, that's so my god, really, really great. But look, the new Spider-Verse one is really good. I didn't want to say any of that without getting that point across. There's bangers on here. Okay, like Self Love is really sick. Link Up is great. Home is still great. Home is still great.
I liked the Annihilate overall. I think
Annihilate was cool. Yeah,
I really liked Lil Wayne's verse where he was just like doing like the wordplay with Spider and like a bunch of different ways and stuff like that.
Am I Dreaming is ridiculous.
Am I Dreaming was good. Hummingbird we talked about was really good.
I like Calling, of course. Danger was okay.
I like the JID verse.
Well, of course. Yeah, but I didn't love the beat.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the beat. Like, the more I listened to it, like, the more I'm like, I wasn't crazy about that.
Nas Morales.
I liked Nas Morales, too. I thought that was really cool. I liked the beat switch and stuff like that. The beat is really
sick.
I could have used more of that on this album, I think. Like, even more beat switches.
There could have been a lot more beat switches. I would have loved beat switches on the 21 Savage songs. because I didn't think 21 fit over any of those.
I have to listen back to see if I think of that for any of them, but I remember like for one of them, I think I felt that way.
Yeah, nonviolent communication is really cool. I really didn't think
nonviolent communication.
But yeah, the songs were good, bro. Like, and Metro's so talented.
Hey, Metro's great, and I'd say that for this album, I would say the first Spider-Man soundtrack. Well, I think I also agree. Maybe it's just better out of my personal bias of like living with him more.
Yeah.
I feel like this album is definitely more cohesive than that first one is, where I think the first one just kind of like hit after hit after hit type of thing, which obviously isn't a bad thing. But yeah, I would say like this one, like, I just felt like he did such a great job curating a project for, that would be memorable. He brought together such legendary and amazing
really
artists,
great names,
and then also just like underknown people over really dope beats. I mean, and I don't know, like, it just felt like such a cool thing, like, for him to literally sample dialogue from the movie into this project. I mean, for me, like, I totally love that, and that felt like such a genuine producer thing to do. Like, that was so cool of him to think of that and to do that. I haven't heard that at all, and it gives like this thematic feel to the entire project. And me and Tyler still haven't seen the movie. Right. For the record.
We're seeing it by the time the next episode's out.
Yes. By the time the next episode's out, we'll have seen it. Not this one, obviously. But it just makes me more excited to see it. I want to hear what the music sounds like in there. I want to hear how the thematic storytelling of across the project reflects the movie. Honestly, really just like solid, cool soundtrack. It's another dope entry in the soundtrack discography world. If I think of like the Black Panther movie soundtrack, I think of the Spider-Verse soundtrack, the first one. Now I think of this one too, for original music soundtrack. So, really love that they chose Metro Boomin for this. I think he did a great job. I feel like he created such a great moment, and I really appreciate when an artist cares enough about a project to do something like that. Even with his last album,
the Heroes Villains,
Heroes and Villains. I love that he did like kind of something similar with the comic booky drawings of all these characters and stuff like that.
He's really good at making a soundscape, like for sure, painting a picture and always consistently sticking with it. This is a perfectionist at heart. Like, this is the perfect example of what a perfectionist in music is, other than like Kendrick Lamar and them. Like, this guy is perfect. More producers need to start doing like concept albums when they make albums like that.
And they need to, I mean, because even if it's not a concept album, right? What's amazing about Metro is that there's so much care and love into like what's being like, curated and released into the world, that like, I mean, you just have to appreciate it. Even if you're not a big fan of the music, you have to appreciate the amount of effort you could tell went into this. Like, that's really cool. And a lot of the times when a producer is producing an album, right, because you don't hear Metro rapping or singing over any of this stuff. When it's a producer curated album and they're getting features and stuff, very rarely do you hear like a lot of big name producers do this and put that level of effort, not just into the music, but into the rollout, into marketing it and creating themes and concepts. Like, you don't have to do it, but it's really special when you do.
He definitely did that. Like, that idea of having everyone be spider people, like all the artists, was definitely from Metro.
I feel like that would be him.
100% Metro was like, dude, like, guys, that would be a really good idea. And that's why you have to appreciate, I think it's Sony that did this, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think
it's still Sony. You have to appreciate Sony for even trusting him with this. Like, because Metro, honestly, like, he wasn't as known of a name that he is today. Like, back then, he made really fucking incredible beats, and a lot of people didn't know, like, he did Mask Off and things like that. But like, ever since Heroes and Villains took off, like, he's been huge. Trusting him with the project for one of the biggest movies of the year, it's a genius idea, and you got to give props to Sony, because like, that's fucking amazing, and he delivered. He did a really great job.
I think they have to. I think these movies have to be looking into doing these things more, whether it's Creed 3 doing the Dreamville soundtrack, Black Panther asking, hey, TDE, do the soundtrack, now this one with Metro Boomin. I mean, these are actual artists who are going to put like effort, and these are like, you know, renowned and talented and well documented artists with great history that you know are going to put in the effort and actually give you something really, 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 really good.
They're not just going to shit on the work, like,
not at all. And I mean, I really hope movies just keep doing this. I want to hear what happens when you ask this producer to do a soundtrack to the movie, or this record label to do a thing for the movie. Like, that's really cool, and it inspires collaboration. It's a challenge for artists because you're giving them themes and like stories. Like, we want a song for this type of scene in the movie. Like, that's cool for artists. Like, that's cool. Like, to hear that and be like, what would I do like for that? What does that sound like?
Right, but that's cool. That's super difficult for producers. Is like, okay, how do I make a beat that feels like this scene? Like, you're seeing it and you're like visualizing what it could sound like, but you also have to remember, okay, who's gonna be on this track? So it's like it's so fucking difficult, and that's why I think Metro was like a really great choice for this. Like, he sees exactly what he needs to see, and he puts it into a track.
Shout out Metro, man.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
For real. And a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, we're getting the Heroes and Villains rejects." And I was like,
I didn't feel that way at all.
He made hundreds of songs for Heroes and Villains. I'm sure he made hundreds of songs for this shit too.
It felt like, to me, listening to that, like it was its own world. Everything sounded like I said, super cohesive. It didn't remind me of Heroes and Villains at all.
Not at all. It was perfect.
Yeah. So shout out Metro. Really love
for
that.
Real.
By the way, this is gonna be released on Sunday. So by this time, I have a new single out, guys. Woo!
Yes, sir. Summer's End.
First single of the year. It's a really cool track. Hope you guys take the time to listen to it. Summer's End by Toka. Tyler, you've heard
I've heard a rough draft.
Peek.
I've heard a rough draft. I'm waiting for the actual one. It's really good though. The beat's fucking ridiculous. You did a really great job with the sampling on that.
It's a very soulful song. You guys will hear it. I didn't want to go too crazy. I did some pitching and some little small chops and stuff like that, and I do something cool at the end too. But overall, I just kind of wanted to keep it like, you know, not like too crazy or anything like that, and just kind of have it be focused a lot on the rapping too. Cause I have like 2 verses, and the second verse is like kind of extended. It's like kind of like a third verse almost. So really cool, short track. It's my bag. It's soulful. I'm probably not marketing this as well as I could be, but I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, that's all right, bro.
It is what it is. But I hope you guys check it out. I really love this song. I put a lot of effort into this song. This song, interestingly enough, I think I started making like almost 2 years ago. Like, really? The beat and everything. Yeah, I've had the beat for a while. I made it, and I wrote 3 verses to it, and I only used one of those verses on this current song, and then I rewrote another verse. So there's like 4 verses that have existed on this one beat. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I only ended up using 2. But I find that a lot of the time, the songs that I do rewrites on tend to do really good. Like, I feel like Sunset Boulevard is my biggest song ever. I rewrote that song like 5 times. Like, I couldn't stop rewriting it.
The last time was like, I think like a week or something before the album was like supposed to drop, or a week or 2.
Yeah, like before
the single was supposed to drop. Like, it was really, really cutting it.
Yeah, and I don't know if people end up liking it. And that was like the 5th version of the beat, the 5th version of the lyrics, like.
And you were like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do this," and then.
Yeah, I was like, "This is the one." And
killed it.
I hope it went out. Yeah. And
that's your best song that you've ever made.
All right, let's not lie. Let's not say that. It's not my best song I've ever made. Do you have like a song that's like that people, you know, that your fans personally love from you that you just don't really like? Because I feel like Sunset Boulevard's kind of that song for me. I don't hate the song, but like when I go to listen to it, it's like I don't want to listen to
it. Dude, there's a song off Nevermind for sure. Oh my God. Dude, the stupid band, I don't know if you've heard of them, Nirvana. They copied my album name.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like, Sacrifice isn't my favorite thing, but like everyone that listens to my album's always like, Sacrifice is so fucking cool. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Sacrifice is great.
It's a cool song. And song. You know what? It might be that transition from We'll See. It might be because of that. Because that's a pretty strong transition.
It was, yeah. That was cool.
But like, cool yeah, everyone says that. I'm like, it's not my favorite song. Like, but I think back then it was like Orange Chicken.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite song for a while for me.
Yeah, and really that wasn't my favorite song. Like, I think we all have those songs. So our recommendations.
When I got
yeah,
I have a good one. Yeah,
I have a good one too. I hope we all don't have the same one. But
that would be crazy. One day if we have the same one,
that's just gonna be crazy.
Okay, you wanna go first? Should I go first?
Yeah, I'll do mine. Okay, so I was scrolling through TikTok as one does in the 21st century, and I stumbled across this rapper. His name is Trevor Spitta. I don't know if you've heard of him. Okay, you gotta listen to this song because I think you're gonna like it. He has this really interesting ad lib style, and he literally just like screams. Like, he sounds like a car sometimes. It's hilarious, but it fits and it works really perfect, especially with this song. The song is called Wild Style. It's got this droning synth that goes just like up and down a little bit, like synth hits, kind of like a guitarish. Really, really chill, like just smooth, relaxed beat with him like rapping in that same tone. And then he has like doubled vocals on top that sound a little more aggressive and things like that, and with the screams and stuff. So it's called Wild Style. It's like this really chill song, but he's like showing his wild side. And it's really, really cool. I think it's like a really sick track, and I think everyone got to listen to that shit. It's fire. Shout out Trevor Spitta.
Trevor Spitta. Wow. So and you saw like a TikTok from him, or
from him. He did a music video for it, and it was like, can't believe I made a track like this, and it's only getting like 2,000 streams, and I'm like, you're so right.
That's awesome. Shout out to Trevor Spitta. That's cool.
And now it's at like 388,000. So
good for him. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's crazy how TikTok can just like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you get it, oh my god, that's amazing.
Crazy.
Great recommendation. Great nice underground rap recommendation.
Yes, sir.
Mine definitely isn't the same one. So, but interestingly enough, I also found mine on TikTok. I don't even remember what the TikTok was or was about. It was like a cinematography TikTok. It was pretty cool visually, but I don't remember because I got so distracted by this amazing song in the background. And I immediately went to Spotify, searched up the lyric, which ended up being the title.
You found it.
Wow. I found it immediately.
You know, you can like Shazam it.
Bro, I was on my phone.
I Shazam shit on my phone all the time. Oh, you don't have an iPhone. See the Shazam symbol right down there?
That's crazy, actually. That's a crazy feature.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. I can't even lie.
It's worth buying an iPhone for.
That's actually pretty cool. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, being an Android user aside, I found the song. And it is an amazing record. It's called Can I Call You Rose?
Oh my god!
These Secret Souls.
I've been listening to that like forever. Victoria showed me that shit.
Dude, it's so good. It is
so
like,
good.
For those who don't know, they're like a modern band making classic old school soul music.
Yep.
And it's great. And not only did I listen to that song, I checked out their self-titled album.
Oh, you listened to that album
from last
too?
year, and it was great.
So
and it was
good.
amazing. And
you listen to fucking For Now?
Yes, I did listen to For Now. For Now was great. But I felt like that song in particular, man, like just took me away. And now I'm a fan. I'm gonna listen to their whole discography now because I just need to. Really, if you're into like old school soul music,
this is like soul, like on the edge of Motown, like
almost, yeah, like that.
It's so
classic
smooth, bro.
So
it's so smooth.
So
it's like, oh god, I'm so glad you recommended that song because it's so fucking good.
Great record. I can't believe it only came out last year. And, like, it sounds like
it came out like decades ago, bro.
Literally. And in the best way possible, though. Like, still within, like, some modern mixing, like, decisions and, like, really, really great. And it's a timeless sound that they're doing amazingly well. I want to keep hearing them and supporting them.
Yeah.
So please go check out that song. It is incredible.
It's like just 3 of them, right, or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think it's just 3 people. At least on the cover, it is. So I think that's all for recommendations. Is there anything you want to say before we head out?
Yeah. I've been meaning to tell you this for a while.
Okay. I think you misunderstood. I was talking about like for the podcast.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good on that front.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. No, I'm glad. Cool. That's great. Anyway, guys. So
I just smudged the entire.
Oh, she actually the whole camera. Please go check out Summer's End by Toka, aka me. Go check that out.
Shout out Toka.
If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, you could also let me know, but I probably wouldn't appreciate that as much as if you did like it and let me know. That's pretty much it from us. I hope you guys enjoyed the recommendations. I hope you guys enjoyed our conversations about music, and we will be more consistent from here on forward, as they promised.
We will try our fucking best.
We will try our best. Life is absolutely awful.
Life happens.
Yeah, we're trying to do it for you guys. So I think that's all for us. So
yes, sir.
Until next time.
Peace.